And you are now tuned into another episode of the Everything and Nothing podcast. My name is Jobs. Yeah, that was flat than a motherfucker. And don't I'm not sure. I know they about to show up in a second. LOL, Brielle, and KG. And K Chill apparently has lost his voice. And that was some funny shit though. Like, what was you doing?
Doing the fuck what? What could you possibly have lost your voice doing?
Man, who knows, man? Like, who
Pissing
knows?
me off.
Oh my God, tell me about it. And I'm trying to work on this background shit. I've never really like checked. Why women just won't scratch their hair? Oh, that shit
It took
sounded
less
painful
effort
too.
than taking my hat off, exposing myself, finding the spot. It's easier.
That should be looking painful. And I'm
Okay.
trying to wait for KG. Like, what you out there doing, cuz? Ate the wrong part. Yeah, y'all dumb. Yeah, where you at, cuz? Like, what is you doing, bro? I see you in the inbox, and you just gone. And let me see. Let me make sure that the YouTube is actually correct. What's going on with you though? How's life?
Everything is everything. You know it's all good in the neighborhood over here.
All right, yeah, we good on
Ooh,
Facebook and on YouTube. How the kids doing?
can't complain, can't complain. We getting ready to go on vacation. Couple weeks,
Oh, what's that?
right?
Where
Now
y'all going?
we try to cross state lines at least like 4 times a year.
Oh,
Um,
that's dope.
yeah, even if I don't give a fuck if it's on foot. Like we gonna get out of here. We need to decompress. So in April we going to Orlando, which we fucking live there at this point, and then June we going to New York, and then September we going to LA, and
Damn, y'all on
then
tour?
right,
You
right,
you and the kids just hitting everywhere. Let me get KG in here. Like,
everywhere.
what you out there doing, cuz?
Man,
Oh, this nigga
fucking up.
DJing on air now and don't know us and shit. That's what it
But
is.
He
I
acting
was
funny.
fucking up. Look, I was in the wrong joint, trying to be smooth and shit. So I fucked up. I was in the line. I'm like, where these niggas at? But I was in the one fight like the last time.
Oh, I didn't know I could do this shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
fucked up.
fucking around with the background just to see. I never really paid attention to the background to be quite honest. And now I got this big ass live with StreamYard shit over me.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm just you can do some shit, but that ain't cool. Fuck it though. That, that's
You
better.
had
All
it
right.
off. Whatever you did, you took it off.
We're, right, the
Yeah.
intellectually petty was just up there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. All right, yeah, that's a
There
little
we
bit better
go.
right there. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so let me ask you this, and I know we about a week late, but what do y'all think of old girl's dress, Sierra?
I
I
don't mind
didn't.
it.
I didn't think of it.
I forgot who I'm talking to.
I ain't mind it, you know.
It was a
I
theme though. Like she was going with the theme. It was literally like a costume.
Right.
I mean, but that's like saying that crack was a theme. I went to a crack house, therefore I must smoke. No, you
No,
don't
it's
have to.
literally that is literally actually quite literally the total fucking opposite what you just said.
How would that be the opposite? Please
If you
explain that
go
to
to
me.
a costume party, nobody told you to ingest a drug or crack. You went to a costume party, so if it was a '90s party, I would expect you to have on '90s garb. If it's a '70s party, wear seven rock star party, whatever. She just went with the theme of the party. She wasn't the only one dressed like that.
She shouldn't have went to the party then. If you're gonna be there, and you first off, I personally, and I can't speak for Russell Wilson, but I personally would have been like, nah, that's not even like, are you serious? Like, I'm offended that you asked me about going to this
But
shit
like, for what reason?
because there is an amount of decorum that I feel is required on both parts in a relationship. Y'all gotta have a mutual understanding that some shit is too far. I'm not gonna be with you if you feel like that is not too far. That's just me personally.
Yeah,
Not
everybody got
saying it got to be for everybody, but I think that there is a certain level of shit that you shouldn't show as a female when you married, or not even married, to be quite honest. But
Yeah.
like when if you don't have nobody to, do what you want to do. I may not like what you wear, but it's not like you got to come home to nobody, you know. But when you're in a relationship, you got to consider that other person.
Well, if you're in a relationship and the person that you're in a relationship with is on the red carpet with you and does not care, I don't even know why everybody else talking about it. Because all of these hypotheticals is cool, but it's like let's be real. None of us on this call could bag Sierra to even tell, so we could tell her our discomfort about what she had
Hey,
on. So it's like,
Tia Mowry picked a nigga up off the bus stop.
I mean, yeah,
Anything's
you might
possible.
get a shot. I ain't gonna say I ain't. You know what I mean? I ain't the best looking nigga, but goddamn, I need
I'm
about
not going to
give me
just say
15.
no.
you
Yeah,
have
give
no
me
shot.
15 minutes at least. Goddamn, she just
What?
really like ain't
Why?
nobody
Why?
talking to her.
We're gonna, because we're gonna be realistic. No, she's not marrying any of us for us to even express our discomfort. So if you talking about your
Oh,
wife, if
you gotta
your wife
speak for
wouldn't do
yourself,
it,
though. I could bag
Yeah.
Sierra.
Jobs, you are smoking that crack that you was speaking of.
Look, man, I make a little money now. I mean,
I'm just
I could at
saying,
least pay
like,
the light bill in that motherfucker. Something like
I just don't feel comfortable, like, conceptualizing somebody's out of my league.
Oh, well, I mean, some of us live in delusion. Some of us live in reality. Some of us are overly optimistic. That's
yeah.
okay.
If you don't
Um,
believe it, it'll never happen.
I don't know. I don't know. I came back Sierra to Sierra tell me hell no.
so it'll
Exactly.
never happen anyway, but we won't say that it won't ever happen. It's like, what? What the fuck?
Stranger things have
Yeah.
happened in the history of mankind.
I
Right,
need
but
we
are we
long
talking
term.
about to you specifically? We're not talking about everybody. We're talking about you specifically.
I've consistently bagged better than Sierra.
So on whose scale?
So let me ask you this: since we on the bagging topic, is it now? Are you saying it's only hard for us to bag Sierra because of her status, or if she was like a normal Joe walking around type? Do you feel like she's out of our league as far as she's too pretty or something?
We just
No,
too
I'm
broke
not.
for
I'm
her.
not saying that at all. I'm saying that first of all, her husband got money so long, like he one of the most highest paid
Okay, we
fucking
ain't talking about
actors.
him. We ain't talking about if she
But
out there, she ain't got him.
I mean, so okay, so you wanna would you like me to create a fairy tale for you?
I'm just trying to understand
Because
what you what
right
you
now
saying.
we talking about the actual factuals. Neither of us will marry Sierra. Neither of us will back
But that's
Sierra.
what I'm
None
saying.
of
So
us
you're
will.
saying because Sierra has all this money, she got better opportunity or whatever, we wouldn't be able to bag her. But if she didn't have, let's say, as much as the bag, we have a chance.
Men drive me insane.
I'm
You are not
asking.
gonna back Sierra
I'm
because
sorry, you have already been on that road trip for a long time. Don't blame it on
I
Sierra
us.
mean,
Sierra is already married. She's
I'm
not
not
gonna
talking
leave
about if
Russell
she was
Wilson.
married. I'm saying if
But
she was a
no, I'm
single
not even
woman.
finna create no fucking fairy tales with you. Sierra is married. We're not bagging Sierra. Can we move on to the next topic? She's
Well,
not leaving
let me
Russell
ask. Wait,
Wilson.
wait, wait. What was
All right, got
Future when he bagged Sierra?
Yes. He
it.
was
Hell
writing
no.
her music like body party and stuff. But you gotta understand, I don't even mean status looks. I'm talking about the fact of actual factual. So we could dig into the fairy tale universe all we want to. Actual factuals is she is married to Russell Wilson, one of the highest paid athletes in the nation. She is not going to, even if she did leave him today, none of us are an option. That's what I'm saying. It ain't got to do with how you look, what you got. We just speaking
It's
facts.
definitely got something to do with what you got.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying we don't. None of us on the call have enough. I didn't exclude myself. I don't think that I could walk into a party with Sierra tomorrow and take her from her husband.
I ain't gonna say all that shit. Hell
I
no.
think you
Hell no.
could.
I'm just
I
trying to
wouldn't
talk.
try. I would want her to
Nah.
stay with him.
Yeah, I'm motivating her to say I just
Okay,
need one night.
so you
I
you
don't need
go
five
out
minutes
and you
with
happen to
nobody.
see them, and you see that the Sierra is kind of checking you out. You ain't gonna pursue that a little bit.
It's pursue it, yes, but don't leave him, bitch. We need him.
Yeah, hey,
Why would you leave him for me, bitch? You're
I'm,
hustling backwards.
I tried to tell you. I try to tell you because you ain't all the little parties and shit you think you had to be going to. It ain't gonna happen.
No,
I mean,
no,
but you gotta think
no.
about it. She'd get like half his money, so she'd be all right.
I'm gonna be her side.
Probably
I'm gonna be
so.
her side piece. I could be their side piece. It don't really matter.
I just try to be the nigga right there in the back.
Really?
I'm the
Yeah.
pool guy, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm the pool nigga.
I deliver pizza twice
I
a
know
week.
my place. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do nothing more. I'm the pool guy. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
Oh
I
my god.
respect that lady husband. Shit, let
Yeah, I
me get a
respect
piece.
dog. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it for leaving the house for a couple minutes. Let me get up in there.
That's the
So
one.
yeah,
Oh,
we a real
Bree,
champ.
I know you don't watch TV, but bruh, have you been watching BMF and Snowfall?
I watched Snowfall.
I watch BMF.
Do you watch Snowfall?
I used to, but the not this particular season that's on. The one
Mm-hmm.
before this one kind of like it kind of got slow, turned me off, so I just stopped watching it.
Yo, this one done turned up.
I
Yeah,
heard
these niggas
Yeah,
lit.
this one been
this the
lit.
last
Like,
one, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah,
these niggas
and
is
they've
lit.
been on go from like the first episode of this season. It's just been
Yeah,
it's been a lot better than like Lamar is wild, but like I think they embellished the story too much and it was unnecessary in
Yeah,
BMF.
I
right.
put that down a couple episodes too, because it's like it don't feel like it's going nowhere, and they trying to jam pack too much
Yeah, because
to
like the
it.
last couple episodes I didn't even watch.
Yeah, me neither.
I
It's just getting to be a bit like too dramatic. First season
a
stuck to
little
the script
bit.
shit. Like
That was funny though. That
what?
was funny. When you talking about at the strip club when he called his father,
Yeah, I didn't even see that episode.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one, but it was just like a waste of because what was the point?
it was just. I mean, just show his father as a hypocrite.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you into that kind of thing,
And to show that Meech is a solid dude all around from a street's perspective. Like he ain't run home and be like, "Mommy, I seen Daddy with another woman." He was actually
Right.
like, "Bruh, I'm surprised you made it this long."
Right.
nah, he would have to get the fuck up out my mama shit though. All the shit he gave him last season about my house, you can't stay here. The house I paid for, you gonna have to get the fuck up out of that, cuz.
Yeah,
Or
but you can hold that over his head though. Like, don't forget why I seen your ass last night.
see, I ain't even no blackmail type, but we gonna have to get some shit up understood. It is like
Yeah, forget
you ain't
nigga.
finna playing my mama face with the bitch across the street, and you done disrespected me. You kicking us out. Yeah, you get the fuck out. You
But
broke.
but he understood where he was coming from with the rules. He just didn't want to follow them. He was wrong
Yeah.
all the way around. Like you selling dope, your mama nigga that knocked on the door and put a gun to your mama head.
That did
Like
not happen.
Lamar didn't put a gun to her head.
No,
Well, what happened when he knocked on the door?
nothing. She prayed for him and he left.
Oh yeah, she did pray for him.
Yeah, she prayed for him. So
Nah,
here's the
he was
thing.
about to put that gun out. That's what it was.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Well,
now see, I respect that, but what I'm saying is last season when he was on their ass and putting him out the house and disowning him and he ain't shit, he didn't know any of that was going to happen. Don't get me wrong. So fucked up shit happened in the drug game, but you got your wife slanging fucking burgers 50 feet from the hotel that you fucking another bitch at because your pride can't pay the bills. You not the man of the house to me. You got to get the fuck up out my shit. Like that's how I feel personally. Cause you ain't got enough money. You ain't got enough dick. You ain't got like what we doing? What we doing?
why they play him like that though? Like two
They,
humps
they made they made
and
Uncle
it's
Charles
done.
look like he was just a weak link.
They
You know
made
what
him
I'm
look
saying?
so bad. Like
They made Uncle
in
Charles
the
look
same
bad,
night
man.
too though.
And he is
Like
shaped like Jello. Like I hate him. I hate him so
Come
much.
on, bro. Jello.
like I will. I think he has gotten like I don't know. They humanized him more so, which they needed to do because he was getting too holier than thou. I will agree. You
I
know,
agree with that.
even though I get where he was coming from, just as a man, he's seen what was gonna happen with them.
Yeah.
He didn't see the upside, like how
Right.
big they was gonna get, but he seen the downside, and he was trying to prevent that.
Right.
And when you struggling and you broke, you yourself have less confidence in the rules you're trying to put down. And it don't make it no better when he pulling up in the Benz to your crib, and like you said, your old lady working at Wendy's.
Now I
He
don't
got
mind you having
wads of
rules.
cash.
Go ahead.
He pull up, got wads of cash. He trying to pay all the bills around it. You don't feel like no man at all, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
Which
yeah.
is fine. So if you have rules in your house, but my thing is, my problem is with Bible thumpers though, because your reasoning for it is that it's not God's way, but neither is adultery. So I just feel like when people start contradicting themselves like that, that's when you lose all credibility to me
Yeah.
personally, because it was about God when it was me. But for you,
Right.
you want humanization. It don't work like that for me. So no, he'd have had to definitely get up on my mama shit for sure.
I
Yeah,
mean,
You
oh yeah,
throwing
everybody
off
take
her
I would have
pH
blasted him out
balance.
had it been me. I ain't gonna hold you up. I would have went on here. Hey, pops down at the jank.
really.
You know what I'm saying? Man, hell yeah, fuck
You
that
would have
nigga.
told.
Oh wow, I'm not.
Walked her right down up in that joint too. Like you see, that's him in the corner.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
that's
him.
I
Southwest T
respect
was kind of
that.
on her side though.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he would have snitched though. Like most dudes is not gonna snitch on their old man, as
I'm
much as they may
snitching
not
on
like it.
nigga. You didn't, like she said, you didn't put me out. You talking bad every time we want to do something. You want some bullshit. You won't even let me come over and help y'all with the bills, nigga. I'm telling. Like,
I'm
I
t-
mean,
I feel
low
and
key,
nothing else. And nothing else.
she was
At least
hoeing
let
that
me help
nigga
you with
though,
that.
man. She really was. Like she was playing him. She was playing him worse than them kids was playing him.
Maybe so, but
what
still,
you
yeah.
mean?
Nigga,
How you say?
I'm your son. Like, let me help you out. Like, it ain't you can have the house, nigga. Fuck it, but let me help you out. So you and my mama ain't
So you not
stressing
out here
it too.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Nikki can't go on no field trips. The house finna get foreclosed on. Ends is barely meeting. Y'all can't barely eat. But you wanna go slang your dick across the street?
yeah. You motherfucking
It was
hoes
it
all in
was
the.
not
You ain't
across the
patching up
street. It
shit.
was next door.
I would have shot my daddy. I would
I
have
wouldn't have
popped my
shot the
dad.
nigga. But I would
About
have
my
told on
Why?
that
mom,
nigga.
I would have popped my dad. Cause you on some bitch ass shit. Like you moving too sloppy. I
Okay,
can't
so
stand people that move
what
sloppy.
if moms is cheating on him?
I wouldn't have gave a fuck because that nigga the one to put me out. Mama ain't put me out. Fuck that nigga.
I'm
Hey,
talking about. I'm saying no. Let's just flip the roles, and it's the mother that put that nigga out and is fucking the next door neighbor.
Well, it's the dynamic, cause like KG said, like in that particular situation, I wouldn't have gave a fuck because of how my dad was moving. Now, if my dad was a good nigga, like, and he ain't never had no infidelities, no infidelity rap, clean record, shit like that. Bitch, you're dead fucking wrong, ho. Don't
yeah,
play with my fucking dad either.
yeah. I'm gonna tell her ass too. Shit,
That's
ain't nobody
right.
safe.
You niggas
If you
lying,
once you
man.
start fucking me over, ain't nobody safe. Now if
Y'all
y'all would have
That's
kept
lying.
me in
sad.
the crib, I wouldn't have told shit. But you
Y'all
put me
lying.
out, y'all won't let me help you. Fuck you.
So
I'm
Bitch,
gonna
so
you
tell
in
so
trouble.
everybody.
it ain't that you care about your moms or your dad. You just petty. You mad that they
Yeah,
put you
I got a
out.
little bit of you in me. I've been around you too long.
Oh, you gonna blame me? I'm
I've been
not
Respectfully.
even
around you
that
too
petty.
long.
I'm
You
not
know
even
what
that
I'm
petty.
saying?
All right, so I seen this story, and I know this is a touchy subject, but I'm just curious. There's a Christian school, I want to say in New Hampshire. I can't remember what state it's in, but anyway, in that state they have a law, of treating everyone equitably as far as sports and everything like that is concerned. And so one team had a transgender athlete for it was the girls' team with a transgender athlete. And the Christian school said we don't want to play against them. That kind of violates our whole spiel, and we think it's maybe a safety issue with our girls. And the state disqualified their whole school from all sports
The
because
Christian
of
school or the other school?
the Christian school,
Okay,
from all of the public sports.
okay.
Because the Christian school is a private school, actually. And it's a tough situation in that, like, I don't want to be discriminatory towards nobody's kid. I really don't. However, I also think that the reverse is becoming true. It's like, well, we feel this so strongly that you should accept us that we won't accept any negotiations or any, is there a compromise in the middle? We won't accept anything. It's our way or no way. And like, if y'all was playing chess, I wouldn't have a problem with it. If y'all was playing badminton, I wouldn't care. But if, let's say, y'all playing wrestling or it's girls football, I have an issue with that because you have a distinct advantage.
Right.
Like, even though you may identify as a young lady, physically you have the characteristics and the strength of a young man.
Right.
So like I don't like the swimmer went from like 1,000th in the country to number one when they started swimming against the women. Is that fair?
They
I
need
don't
their
think.
own league.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Simple.
fair. And if I'm the Christian school, I'm glad y'all went on ahead and kick me. I'm gonna go and find another program I can get my kids in because one, we're a Christian based school, so we don't believe or we're not teaching that, we're not promoting that over here. And if it's that easy for you just to be like, oh well, y'all don't want to play with this school, we ain't gonna let y'all play with none of the other public schools, then cool. Like the private schools just gotta do our thing, or the Christian schools just gotta do their thing, or whatever have you. Um, I I think now, like, society is forcing that shit on everybody too much. Like if that's your thing, that's what you want to do, that's what you believe, whatever is going through your mental, that's on you. Do not force that shit on me because that's what you believe. Because I don't believe the same thing you believe. So
And that's a slippery slope when you say to force it on me, because like in some aspects they're right. You know, they should have a right to be able
they're
to
not
feel
right.
how they well, they should have a right to be able to feel how they want to feel and express that with whomever they want to express that with. On
Yeah,
the
but
other
if
hand,
you start forcing it on me when you start making laws saying that I have to abide by certain things, I have to dress you a certain way. I have to. When you start making them rules, then that's where you start affecting me as a
There's
person.
not a there's not a law for that though. That's just a human decency thing. Like so my thing is with the sports, that's the only place where I agree because at the end of the day, I think it would be much easier for everybody if you really
they
just
had their own
give
shit.
give trans people their own shit. That way the trans girls can go against the trans girls. The you don't see trans men going and joining the National Football League for a reason. There is a physical, biological, even when they take hormone blockers, there's a physical difference regardless as to the identification. That's the only place where that it stops right there though, because my thing is like when people get to talking about gay trans rights and they not a part of the community, it's moot to me because they start acting like how white people did when we start being allowed to be on TV and niggas getting death threats because they kissed a white woman on TV, and it's like you're forcing this on me. That is wrapped up in Christian belief too, that black
Yeah.
people and white people are separate. So my thing is like the same way people need to understand that you don't understand the community, everybody is not a Christian either though. And there is
Right.
supposed to be a separation of church and state. It don't matter what Bible you believe in. What matters is human rights. You feel me? So if you ask, I don't give a fuck if you want me to call you baby shark. That's your business. That's your right. And I'm gonna call you baby shark. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, it does not make or break my life to call you what you want to be called. I respect that. As far as where sports is concerned, no, I wouldn't want my child playing a contact sport though with a trans girl. And if I'm ignorant to the rules and shit like that too, because for all I know, headlines are bait. So for all we know, there's
Yeah.
actually a clause in the fucking thing that's like, hey, you can't be fucking up our schedule because of your religious beliefs either. So if
Right.
you're going to be a part of this division, you have to play all these schools or you will disqualify yourself from the division. See, we don't really know. People just take their bias and they run with it.
But that's why I
You know?
said, like, if I'm in the Christian school, I'm okay with them saying, okay, we can't play with y'all because of our whatever we believe. So if
Right,
if we believe that that's what we gotta do, and y'all come and y'all say, well, y'all can't play over here. All right, cool, because we believe one thing. So
right.
I'm going to respect your decision to say that we can't play over here. Fine. But to be like, in order for you to play, you have to be accepting to this shit over here. I feel like that's kind of that's pressing the line too much.
But you
Because
don't know that's what
if you
they
just say,
said
I'm
though.
not
But
saying that that's what they said. We talk because we all talk hypothetically. So
right,
I'm like same way like you. If we talking sports, no, I'm not gonna have my little girl out there with some 6'7" niggas talking about, oh, I'm a female. Fuck no.
right.
Like,
But
you know
see,
what
but
I'm
that's why
saying?
I'm saying like the forcing it on you, you still like making that up because all you gotta do is be like, see, people step too far outside their lane. All you gotta do is be like, you know what, as a Christian, that's not my bag. We're gonna
I'm not
start a
speaking as
Christian
a Christian.
league.
I'm speaking as me as myself. I'm saying that if my daughter's playing a sport and they got a trans dude that's on that team, I'm not okay with that
Right,
because I know the risk that can happen with that being there. I'm not
right,
okay with that.
Yeah,
That's
right.
I
what
feel
I'm
you on
saying.
that.
And
Yeah.
and nobody around is going to make me uh turn my thought process into that. I respect you for doing what you're doing. I'm not saying I'm disrespecting anybody. I respect you for whatever you want to be and whatever you want to do in life. I hope you blow the fuck up. But when we talk about when you start talking about like kids or what you personally believe, I'm not gonna change my thought because your feelings might be hurt because of how I think. That ain't got shit to do with it. I respect you as a person.
Where do we say that?
I'm not saying that we're saying that. I'm just most people would, first off, most people will get offended if I say, oh no, I don't want to be whatever, a trans person, I don't want to be in whatever situation with a trans person. A nigga get offended and feel like, oh, you whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm not hating on you or nothing like that. I don't feel no way about you or nothing like that. It's just something that I don't want to fucking do.
But what situation are we talking about? So you speaking so generally.
Whatever situation.
We were talking about one thing, and now somehow you over here. We talking about the kids, the school, the sport.
I just addressed the fact of the kids, and you went somewhere else with that. I already said if it's my kid,
you know what? But
what I want to do.
I think that's the danger of the conversation. Is that it is. Well, it could be. I'll say the potentially dangerous in the conversation.
If we all stay in our lane in it, it really don't have to.
But because that, I'm like.
But what's the lane though? What
you
is
expecting people to act
lane?
like you, Bree, and most people don't. Most of us don't stay in
I
our lane.
I don't expectation. I didn't tell you that you should. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna say something to me, it just gotta make sense, and you have to be able to expound on your point. So, like I said, we talking about the school, the sport, and right, wrong, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we all off on a tangent of these hypotheticals. If this, we talking about the fact. So the fact is, the Christian league can go start their own league. The trans need their own league, and then. So I was trying to figure out which part is.
But how do you separate the trans? So you don't feel like that's no type of bias? I guess if you separate the trans from the straights, then you got the straights.
I mean, we separated the boys from the girls. What would be the difference?
Separated. So do you think that's that in the long term or whatever? Do you think that would become a problem with the trans community?
But I don't think we never separated the straight from anything.
That sexual and gender is different.
Right.
But if you talk about trans, like okay, even regardless of whatever it is, if you say trans, we're gonna separate the trans boys and the trans and the straight boy, because I feel like it's still two different groups.
It is.
So regardless of whatever, will you be like, okay, well we got trans, we're gonna separate the trans and make the trans play with the other trans, right?
Yeah, trans, right.
Right.
Do you feel like they're gonna feel some type of way if they're playing with people that aren't trans?
I thought we said they were playing with people that are trans.
I just asked the question. You said, yeah. That's what I'm asking.
No, I think you misunderstanding yourself, and you think you're making a point. You just said.
No, I asked one question. You said you're going to separate the trans, right?
Yeah, but put them with the other trans people. So just have a trans people league. How we have
their own league.
Right. How women have their own football league, right?
Right.
Yes.
And there's a national football league. So then you create another branch strictly for trans people.
Got it.
Yes.
Cool. We on the same page there. Now, what I'm asking though, on the opposite end of that, is like, do you feel that they might feel a type of way if they can't play? Like, let's say if it's like the NBA, but they can't play in the NBA. They got to play in some type of trans team. Do you feel like they will feel it a certain way? Is what I'm asking. Like
but what I'm saying is they should feel no different than anybody else. Like the WNBA has their own league, and men don't play in the WNBA.
I'm just asking because I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just bringing more, I guess, knowledge to myself.
I think the bigger problem is that
even with women want to play in the NBA. You'll hear them sometimes because they're not getting paid over there. So they like, we ain't getting paid. And
I never hear them say they want to play in the NBA. I hear them say that they want to be compensated fairly. I never.
Them joints want to play. Because they had a whole conversation.
I don't know where this compensated fairly thing is either, because they be on some Mars shit with that, because they not it's not fair because they've never made any money ever.
The problem comes from if basketball was the only place where women weren't compensated the same, I don't think that it would be the same conversation. But if you take two doctors and one is a woman and then one is a black woman and one is a white woman, and then you got a black man and you got a white man, and you compare all of their salaries to do the same thing with the same amount of schooling, the compensation is a lot of time different. So the fight for equality ends up where it's like, you know how that get, like a nigga, you got to fight for one thing. It's like, fuck that, I'm fighting for everything. So it's like, they want to be, maybe fairly wasn't the proper term, because they don't generate as much revenue. So of course you can't get paid the same. But like,
but that be their complaint. We don't have private planes and we only make an X amount of dollars. When your league makes no money, I make more money than the WNBA as a league.
That's insane.
So and Bill Burr had a hell of a the comedian Bill Burr had a hell of a speech about this shit, And he was like, men didn't fail the WNBA, women did.
Yeah,
And
but they
he's
don't even watch
absolutely
it.
right. They don't even watch it. They can't. He was like, y'all can't even tell me the name of the team in your own fucking city. And most women can't. They'll get online and complain and back the WNBA for saying it's unfair, but won't spend 12 cents on the WNBA.
I just feel like that's a way to uphold misogyny. Because how many people do you know watch lacrosse?
Not many.
How many
Yeah.
people do you know personally that watch soccer?
I know niggas that watch
Probably,
soccer though.
probably 4 or
I don't
5.
know nobody that watch
Exactly.
lacrosse.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is not this big fucking thing. But let's be honest. Whether or not it generates revenue in this country, the most we spend on is not healthcare. It's not it's fucking entertainment. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's not always about the profit and what you get back. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think that excuse is another reason to uphold that ideology that's like somehow this profession that women do is less than. You get what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, I feel like personally, especially for a woman baller, it's like I hate that they have to go over there and do that shit because then you end up in some Brittany Griner shit. But it's like, go coach, go do something else because we could crusade all day long, but some shit just gonna be what it is, you
Yeah,
know?
but you got to crusade with your pocketbook.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. It can't just be a one-sided approach to the crusade. If you're going to say, "Hey, things need to," and women control the purse strings in most households across this country, married, single, or otherwise. So they are making the choices of where the entertainment dollars are being spent. Their kids come to them, they want to do something. Moms, that's who they go to 95% of the time, I'm certain of it. And she may say, well, go ask your daddy. But
Right.
it's running through moms first.
Okay.
So if you are upset that something is a certain way and you have a way to control the outcome of that, why don't you take that tool? That's the best tool you
But there
got.
are opportunities that can also be afforded to them. Team owners make money. Venues make money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the profit margin just is not as big as the NBA. But if you yourself, as one person, make more than a basketball player that got to train all these fucking months or whatever and play all these games and be away from their families, even if it's on an hourly wage scale. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there is
I'm thinking
something.
they're making money off of the loss, actually.
What you mean?
Like the league is probably and because it just does the NBA, if what they're saying is true, is that the WNBA hasn't made any money and they just keep pumping money into it. Well, a lot of
Right.
companies will do that to one part of their organization because it's a tax write off and it ain't
So
really
you
gonna
have to have
cost
some
them
type of
nothing.
benefit from doing such.
Yeah.
You
So
know
they
what I'm saying?
probably benefit, all they losses is basically, oh, that's WNBA. They can,
Could be.
they can
Could be.
blame that when they if it, and there have been the last couple of years. I think the ratings hadn't been so hot for the NBA, so they can hide behind the WNBA not making money.
Mm, could be.
And they don't even. That's. I feel like they don't really. And I could be wrong, but I don't feel like they promote it even. Like you can turn on TNT right now. Oh, next Tuesday, such and such is playing this. So you don't get that promotion. You don't see all these billboards. You know what I'm saying. So they don't have that promotion that
They
the
hard
men
headed
would
too
have.
though, bro. Like they should lower the rim a little bit.
Yeah, that too. Because then if you allow them to dunk a little bit,
It'd be
you
a more
might get some. You
entertaining
know what I'm
sport.
saying?
Cause
It
them
would be.
bitches be balling for real, for real.
They
Yeah.
absolutely
Them
do.
bitches be balling.
Only thing
Yeah,
they really don't do is probably that's dunk, I guess. If
I
that's
right.
mean,
that's your
but
entertainment, your entertainment thing that they're
being
not
able to
so
dunk changes the offense though.
yeah.
And that aggression that you'll see. Like if you're gonna be out there, I want to see, titties in her face. Like, and what's crazy about it, no, we don't want to be, but the ball's smaller.
Right.
You've already made some changes, which you should. Just
Yup.
physically, y'all built different. Nothing wrong with that. The skill level is way better in the WNBA if you look at it from just like an X's and O's standpoint. It's just
Yeah.
boring.
More I think they're a little more fundamental.
A lot more
Where
fundamental.
we you know what I'm saying, guys, we ain't like we fundamental, but I would think girls they execute that a little better.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. All
then
right,
we do,
so
you know what I'm saying?
y'all did y'all see? Are y'all familiar with 6ix9ine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen that mess.
You seen he got beat up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is the dudes that beat him up. What exactly? Like, do you even know the niggas that he
Was it
snitched
some
on?
dudes that he been into it with, or was it just like a random person that just
I
beat the
think
fuck
it
out
was
of him?
just random
I,
niggas in
I
the
thought it was
bath.
random.
I'm sorry, in the sauna, or it looked like a bathroom, but
Yeah,
That
I
is
thought
so
it was bad.
stupid.
yeah,
And
I
then
don't like.
you got the dude recording. You got these niggas beating him up, and I'm just like, what? So what is everybody in here gaining though? Like, what's
Like, yeah,
like?
Other than a lawsuit and some jail time, just so you could post on the internet and say you caught up with him. Clout is literally crippling this like the whole society.
But
Like
nobody's gonna care that you beat up 6ix9ine for real. Like
it's
who?
six
Like
nine. He ain't no snitch,
like
nigga. Like
who the fuck
like
gonna care?
right. Like, how is this an accomplishment, bruh?
Like
It took
if you
more than
wanted to
one of
do
y'all to
something,
beat him up.
yeah, if you wanted to do something, you should have found the nigga that shot Nipsey. You should have found King Von, the man that got King Von. You should have get somebody of like somebody people feel like is importance. Don't go beat a nigga up that don't nobody give a fuck about.
don't
That's
go
an
beat a
interesting
nigga up
point, though.
that don't be in the field. Like it's like you could grab any random nerd and beat him up, but it's like my thing is I was wondering was it some dudes he was into it with? If it's some niggas that he never did nothing to personally, put him up under
That-
the jail and make an
Yeah, like
example out of him.
I'm,
Because
I'm
what are
like
you
that
doing?
too. If I ain't never did nothing, and then y'all, he like they jumped me. Like it wasn't even a 1-on-1. It was like y'all niggas jumped me. So yeah, throw everybody in jail. Fuck it. Even the cameraman, get his ass too.
Lock his ass up too.
I don't like it's like the risk versus reward is so obscenely disproportionate. Like, I'm not understanding what part of that was a reward for you. Like, what was the upside to doing this?
I don't
Because
even
even
know.
if I would have did it, you would have never had no proof that I did it. That's how you know niggas not doing nothing for principle no more. They doing it for the strength of they want somebody, they want to be seen, they want to go viral. Like the internet really got
And that's
shit fucked up.
yeah, and that's the first thing they want to do. Pull that phone out. Something happened. Everybody want to put a phone out like that. Like so, doing shit like that, it's reckless because you already know. You in the back of your mind, you gotta know somebody got a camera. I might not see the camera, but somebody got this fucking camera on me. So why you
I
just doing reckless ass shit?
I kind of understand filming it. Hear
I
me out.
don't, because I don't even want to be involved. When the police come, I don't even want them niggas to know I
But
was there. So
but
even
hear
if
me
I'm
out.
filming, I'm not posting that shit. I don't want
Like,
nobody to know I was here.
he is the poster child for snitching at this point. So he is like like, one of those fruits when you playing Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man and it only come out for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Well, he the snitch version of that. You just happen to see the snitch goat, which in the streets beating him up should get you like some
But
extra bonus
but
points.
I get that. Only if it
But they
was
gotta know you beat him up.
that's my no, but only if like you snitched on somebody, I know you snitched on me. If that person don't know me, you snitched on, and I'm over here tearing your head up, that's pointless. Cause
I
they don't even know me, I don't know them, and I'm
yeah.
beating you up just because of the fact because they say you a snitch. The fuck is that?
And he
That's
told
stupid.
on niggas that extorted him and fucked his baby mother. I just really feel like it's
I
really
would have
not
told
that
all
big a
them
deal.
niggas too. I would have told all them niggas
Fuck
too.
them.
I'm not going.
Fuck him. I'm not going to
Fuck
jail.
them.
They
Yeah.
discussed killing the nigga. They beat the nigga up. They took his old lady. They stole money from him.
Took
Like,
my bitch from me. Like
at
Come on, bro.
every level of disrespect, they went out their way to make it worse.
And now y'all mad that I told on y'all.
Yeah, bro.
our whole culture, like black culture with that shit is so fucking stupid and ridiculous. Like
Well, he ain't black. I think
I'm
he's Puerto
saying, but the
Rican.
snitch shit comes from us. White people is not
Yeah,
talking that stupid ass
that is
shit.
true. That is true.
They'd be the first
White
one. You
people
better
will
tell
tell on
it.
their kids.
Hey,
Oh,
quick. Throw your ass right up under
oh
that
my
bus.
god. You be watching. I watched some of them first 48 joints. I forget the other one, the other name, but it's basically the same show. And man, brothers and sisters telling on each other. Then they both flip on the mama because they didn't all conspired to kill the daddy. I was like,
I wouldn't tell
wow.
neither though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling neither, but I don't use the word snitch. I wouldn't tell like on some loyalty shit. Like, but that's if you can't prove, if you can't put nothing on me. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I can afford a lawyer, I'm a lawyer up, and
So
that's cool.
wait, if you in any chance of danger to yourself and to your freedom, then you tell it. Other
But
than that, you good.
that's only if I didn't do nothing wrong. Like, so say if we went to go rob a bank together, I'm not throwing you up under the bus so that I can get less time or nothing like that. I did it. I got to deal with that. But if I ain't robbed shit and you borrow my car or something and it's on a surveillance tape, all
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
do is I'm gonna show you my
yeah.
timesheet or something like I was at the crib. I don't got nothing to do with that. But
And that bitch ass nigga brought it back on E.
bitch, you going to
Oh.
jail,
You
bitch.
going to jail.
And you know what? It is people that will argue you into the ground and say you snitched on them.
I don't give a
That's
fuck.
all right. I did. Fuck it. That was.
Bitch, it wasn't me. I'm not doing that time for nobody. I'm a civilian, baby.
Listen,
If I was a
I'm
street
all
nigga,
good. I'm one of these type of people. We riding together. You got some shit on you. When the police get there, I'm gonna look over at you like you already know what you're supposed to do. I go sit in that car all day. But as soon as that nigga talk about he about to drive me down to the joint, hell nah, y'all going down there, but you ain't going with me. I give you 10 minutes to tell whatever story you got to tell, nigga. As long as I'm not involved in that story. I don't want to tell on you, but nigga, hey. Now,
See,
if we out there,
there
both
is something to be
shit,
said that you gotta know who get in your car too. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I mean, yeah, that too, but at the same time,
It's certain people I know for a fact
oh, man,
how
no,
they
I'm
get
straight, I
down.
don't wanna
You
win.
can't get in my car.
Yeah, but like now, hell no, niggas, I'm just bringing a scenario, but niggas not getting in my car, period, any fucking way, just off of
I
that.
don't ride nobody.
Oh my
Like, fuck, what?
goodness! I remember a while back, and I'm not gonna say no names, but I took them to the gas station, and these motherfuckers got out and bought crack, and got upset with me when I checked them on that shit, getting back to my car, and were flabbergasted that I would told you got to get out.
Yeah.
You not
Oh
transporting
man,
that shit in my vehicle.
right? Oh man, it ain't nothing but a couple rocks. What you crying for?
You probably wouldn't have
What?
got in no trouble, but it's still, bitch, you not even finna put me in that situation.
Right.
Bruh, you have absolutely no right to jeopardize my freedom.
Mm-mm.
Right.
If
And
my
then
freedom
on
is
the
jeopardized, I want to be responsible for that.
Now, if I'm
right.
finna smoke it too, that's one thing. But bitch, you ain't just finna be getting in with your shit
Yeah.
in
I
my
wasn't
car.
And
smoking
then I
shit.
respect niggas. I had niggas that be like, hey, I'd be like, man, shit, you need a ride. Like, nigga, nah, right? I'm dirty or whatever. So you let me know ahead of time that you dirty. Now I get the chance to say, all right, I'll take the risk or whatever have you. But when you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just jump in your car, you're not even gonna give me the benefit of doubt to say yay or nay to you being dirty. That's the issue.
I've never been into transporting free dope. Like that, no. Like if I know you got something on you and you have not discussed payment for that trip, it's not happening, bro. Like I'm not, no, I'm not put. What that don't even make sense. You know your boy got a bird on him. Oh, come on, get in the car.
Let's go.
You wasn't even potentially gonna make any money.
If it's something in it for me, maybe.
Hey,
But I don't even let people get in my car with like a gram of weed. You can't roll in my car. Nothing.
You
Like
can get in
I
my
don't play
car
that.
with shit.
I don't play that.
a gram? Damn.
No unregistered firearms.
Okay, that I get. But a gram of weed?
I don't give a fuck what it is. If I know it's on you, bitch, you. Because I truthfully speaking, I don't ride nobody in my car anyway. But my kids, they dad and my sister. Don't nobody really ride in my car. So, But I don't give a fuck what it is.
And what's up,
It's sad.
Caesar? What's going on,
You
bro?
gotta ask niggas like, hey, so what you got on you? Dog, why do you gotta get to that point?
Some of these cats will still lie to you, nothing.
Yeah.
Until the
See,
lights get
that's
behind
why
them, then they want to be
now I'm about to
honest.
be so when the police get behind me, now I'm about to be a snitch. Cause you just told me you
Because
ain't
you should
had
have
nothing.
lied, bitch.
Yeah. So now
You going down.
Yeah, you think 6'9" snitch. Hold on.
All
Hold
right,
the
Watch
fuck
this.
on. I would
the
tell you. I
last
would tell
time,
everything
what was the
you did
last
the
time
last
y'all
10
got
years.
the last time y'all got too drunk and threw up?
Woo. Go ahead, Bree. You go first.
I've only ever thrown up while I was drunk one time, and I had to force myself.
Really?
I don't vomit. I could probably count on one hand how many times I vomited in my whole life.
Oh, well, that's
Dang.
interesting.
That's very
Yeah, I don't
interesting.
really
You
vomit,
good.
but I made myself. You said what?
Are you a drinker though? Or are you not like?
Like a grown ass man.
Damn, you good as fuck.
So
Shit.
I mean, you pace yourself. You drink enough water. Make sure you eat something. I don't never really run into no problems. But my birthday, 2021, I had to come home and make myself because I was like, bitch, I'm tired of being drunk. Like I don't want to be drunk no more. And so I tried to make myself, but that was pretty much that's
You're
it.
trying to quit.
I'm like, I'm through. I'm done. Like, and I couldn't fall asleep. I was so drunk. Like the room was just spinning. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's the worst.
I
I
literally
think
probably
that was my
drank
last
like
time.
I probably drank like 2 pints of Patron that night, like easily.
Yeah, man. I
I
went
was
to
tired.
my birthday, maybe 2021, 2020, whenever they started letting niggas come outside. Went to a brunch joint. Man, these niggas was buying me this fucking what the fuck was that shit? Whatever the hell the liquor was, but it was like a mixed drink type thing, and I don't do mixed drinks. And this day, I'm just like, it's brunch. I ain't trying to really get there because anybody know me know I drink straight liquor, like hot. I don't want to chill, nothing. I just drink straight liquor. But this day, I was like, fuck it. I'm early morning brunch. I drink the mixed drink. I had about like 12 of these motherfuckers though, right? And then on top of that, your cousin was with me and she let me drive the fuck home. I don't know why the fuck she let me do that shit. Drove the fuck home.
Why you gonna blame it on cuz though?
Because she shouldn't have let me drive the fuck home. But she let me drive the fuck home. Get home, man. Throwing the fuck up. I was in the back. I ain't threw up all over the place in the fucking bathroom, bro.
Man, that's the sugar made you do that.
That makes drinks. That's why I say I do not
tear
drink.
your
I just
stomach
mix
up.
drinks.
I don't mix drinks. Straight.
I had about like 12 of them bitches too, because they kept ordering them motherfuckers. And I was just drinking them bitches.
Yeah, it wasn't the sugar. It was the 12 of them.
Nah,
but I just feel like I take 12 shots, I'd be cool. The minute
I can drink a pint of liquor right now.
My
be
stomach
good.
get queasy every
You
time.
can take 12 shots?
No
bro, I can drink a whole. Next time we get together, I'm gonna get a pint of liquor. I'm gonna drink a whole pint. And we gonna go all around the city. And then you gonna be like, this nigga is still operating. Straight liquor, I'm good.
I'm lit. I'm turned up.
No, bro. No, we're not.
Shit, why not?
No.
We gonna blog it, KG. We gonna do it.
We gonna blog that shit. We on that. When your next off day?
It's the hangover.
Hell yeah, we on that.
Like I literally probably got 3 shots in me. That's about it.
You ain't got to drink. You just be in the car. Too. Yeah, you just be in the car.
I could drink. Yeah, I could drink about 4 or 5 glasses of wine.
See, I can't drink that. It tear my stomach up.
I can drink some wine,
man,
but
I'll be good.
They just be like, it's the point of like, why am I drinking the wine though? Because I fuck around drink like 3 bottles of that shit.
One or 2 glasses, I get like a nice little buzz. It's cool. Anything beyond that, like it make me feel queasy. It's turn my stomach or something. I don't know. I can't do no sugar and no drinks. No type.
I don't even remember the last time. I'm trying to think the last time I threw up. Man, it's been some years. But man, it just yeah. It's been it's been over a decade.
I love that for you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get on your level. You know what I'm saying?
Before
that, I don't know when the last time before that time, but I knew that time because I was just like, man, they got me fucked up.
Like I would drink a lot of beer back in the day, and that shit would have you. Oh man,
I never been a beer drinker.
Beer be having you bloated though. Like after 2 of them bitches, I be feeling fat as fuck. That's why
I'm already there at this point, but I haven't drank a beer in a long ass time either.
Yeah, I don't like no type of beer, but I ain't gonna lie. I had my best friend will drink a Red Stripe every now and again, and I don't mind the taste of that. I wouldn't like go and order one, but I don't mind that one. That one's okay.
Yeah, I feel like a lager or something like that. I can drink that because it don't feel like make me feel bloated like that. But like Bud Lights and shit like that, hell no, I'm straight on.
I never understood the point of why the fuck do you care about your caloric intake and you drinking?
I don't know either, but
that just
I don't want to get fucked up. I don't want to get fat.
That's the whole point. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm not trying to be healthy at all right now.
Right, it's not a concern. You know, it's not like I'm about to go eat vegan and then get drunk. I'm just not going to do that.
That's not what I want.
All the time. That's why I drink tequila.
Oh, that's horrible. What won't you drink because you had a bad experience? Like I'll start this one off. I was rolling with my cousin and like half his neighborhood, and we was drinking Tanqueray, and I drank just a little bit too much Tanqueray, and we decided we're gonna go to the mall. I run into the wall at the mall for absolutely no reason. No, it wasn't like a car. No, there was. I just hit the wall, bro, randomly. Fucked my car up and parked it and go in the mall. Not really. I didn't. I didn't like. It didn't dawn on me really that I just ran into a wall and
Right.
parked my shit. Go in there. We about to get into a fight because I just can't shut up. And it was a gazillion of us. And then like just like something snapped me and I realized, oh shit, I just wrecked my car. And I don't remember shit after that to the next morning. And my car was no longer in the mall parking lot. My car was a mile away at a store. And I called my ex at the time, and apparently she came and picked me up from the store. I didn't even know my car was at the store the next morning. We was going back. I was like, where you going? Oh, well, you parked over here at this store. How'd I get here? I don't know, nigga. You called me. Never drank Tanqueray since then. That was probably 25 years ago.
My bad experience. Extra smooth vodka. I didn't say that shit until I died, man. Drinking that shit when I was like teenager. You know what I'm saying? And every time I drank that shit was a bad. That's why I don't drink vodka. Really, I don't even want to fuck with vodka. Period. But damn, sure. Like you pop the top right now, I probably throw the fuck up.
I swear to God.
Like I probably throw the fuck up right now. If I smell it, you know what I'm saying? And so we went bowling one day over there on what the fuck, I forgot what it was. I think it's like 10 Mile or whatever, right? 10 Mile, something like that. Go over there, go bowling. We in the car, we drinking. We was already kind of drinking before then. So we get there. My dumb ass, young and dumb, you know what I'm saying? Got Red Bull, got the extra smooth, got in a cup. So we gotta drink this shit before we go in. My dumb ass chug it. So when I chug it though, it don't go down. That shit like feel like it's right stuck in my throat. Like I can't. I'm hitting my chest and everything. I can't get that shit to go down, man. I'm like doing it. It just feel like it's in my fucking throat. Man, we get up to the door. I'm like, I gotta throw this shit up. And you know, like on the movies when people throwing that shit just spit out, that's exactly what it did. And I was in the bush and that shit just like a movie, just like, ugh. After I got that shit out of me, we was good the whole time we was going in bowling. We bowling, everything good. Get back in the car, and I could still smell that liquor. I told like pull up. I'm hanging out the car, throwing up. Like after that, last time I ever drunk that shit. Nope.
Oh,
cause I just could smell it. I smelled that shit for like 3 days, man. Hell no. To this day, I will not. And if I'm telling you, if you want to get me to bow down to a motherfucker, just pull out some extra smooth and pop the top. I'll shut the fuck up. I'll shut the fuck right on up.
That is absurd.
Nope, can't do it.
What you got, Bree?
I don't really have no horror stories for real. I don't drink nothing but tequila now. I will try different types. I stick to Patron because it makes me feel safe. Espolon, because I be trying like shit that.
It's not like she get real wild or something else,
right? Makes you feel safe.
She get real wild. Whatever you do, stay on that.
Oh my God.
That's why I stick with Patron. Listen to me.
You don't do no Don or nothing.
I've done some formidable shit off of other tequilas. No, Don I can do. Only thing is, Don is like if I'm be like chilling.
Apparently, she got some Don right now.
She must got some Don. Damn.
Right.
Damn, Don that kicked in.
Yo, man. Like, I wonder, like, what the first motherfucker was thinking when he's like, oh, wow, let me drink this shit. Like, what was the first alcohol invented? And what was... Wine goes back.
Yeah, then when they first... But I feel like them... Especially when you talk about, like, tequila, them Mexicans down there getting fucked up.
Yeah, well, tequila can't be as old as wine. I don't think so. Like, wine seems like a pretty easy...
I don't think it's wine.
I can see how you could stumble on wine pretty easily.
But who came up with the theory? Like, man, if we go out here crip walk on these grapes right here, we gonna.
But they probably didn't know. They probably just like left some grapes in the cup. Came back a week later, like, oh.
They had that. So they the first inventors of that jailhouse wine.
I mean, like, how you think? Like, if you think about it, like, how you think wine just came to be? I don't think
Yeah, that's
somebody
a good
sat out and
question though.
said, "Yeah, I need to figure out how to get us drunk." Well, they didn't even know what getting drunk was.
It
Like, and
was.
who came up with that name?
Yeah.
Why drunk?
Or
Why drunk?
intoxicated.
Like, why you don't get drunk off of orange juice or drunk off of water? Why is it only off of liquor?
Yeah, you be drunk off of or intoxicated.
I mean, would you be drunk off power? But that's a whole different thing. That's a play on words or whatever
Right.
the fuck they call that fancy shit. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I be thinking about weird shit like that. Like, who was the first? Like, who was the first person? Like, how bad did your feet hurt that you invented shoes?
Yeah.
Like, what was the moment where your feet couldn't take it no more, and you was like, I gotta do something?
Right. And then the elevation from shoes, like say y'all niggas walking on wood plates and shit.
I mean, no, I'm talking about like the first thing that somebody said, I'm going to cover my feet up. Like, how did
Right, the
mankind go
the
from
little slippers though. They had the little slave slippers, so it just was like how you
like I don't see what would be the point of that when they had like like they was walking around Robin Hood with little
yeah with the boot thing.
leather joints on their
Yeah,
feet, but didn't have
no
no
insul-
sole or nothing.
no
It was just like
insulation
leather
in the bitches.
socks.
Yeah,
Like, what was the point of those? Like, how was that better than walking around with just barefoot? It just seemed like it took more time to make.
I guess you ain't cut your feet up as fast. You know what I'm saying? Walking barefoot, you stepping on shit, so you probably cut your feet up.
Oh, I know they toes just was just
Hell
fucking horrible
yeah,
back then. Man,
hell
that just
yeah.
had to be horrible. Like, oh my god, and the level of stink. Like, I'm surprised that humanity has endured past that level, because, like, you know how bad people stunk.
Right.
Like, how could you roll up on a chick and you smelling like last year and it's
Yeah.
July?
And teeth all fucked up, breath stinking, you stinking, and then you done went in there and dropped dirty dick on her. You went straight over there and dropped that thing right off on her. And she
I
got to
mean,
be
but
about funky too. You know what I'm saying? So the level of
oh,
stench in that room,
and I can't even imagine like what women had to go through when they was getting their period before pads, and you
bro.
just walking around looking like a crime scene.
Yeah, they probably had to stay in the
Oh,
house, some type of shit. I don't know.
oh
You just
God!
out in the house for a week, just
Like,
hang out.
imagine the cave women.
Oh
They
yeah,
ain't got they got no pads. Been wearing it. They gotta wear their drawers through that shit and keep on going.
I should have. Maybe they put them in huts all together and just be like, y'all just bleed out over here, and you know what I'm saying? We come back in a week and pick y'all up.
That's
You know what I'm
horrible.
saying?
That is horrible.
Like, what else would you do?
Oh my god, that had to be like, man. When we think about shit, we be like, oh man, I got it rough. No, bro, you don't even got a
Hell
cave
no.
person rough.
Listen, man. Hey, we so advanced now. You know what I'm saying? Just even going back to just you know what I'm saying, our great grandparents. Like we so much further ahead with them. Like shit, we ain't going through shit.
Man, I bet I can't imagine what the house was like when they got the first toilet.
That plumbing was all fucked up, so it probably was backing up in that bitch. So it probably still like not having one.
I mean, but you ain't gotta go outside in the dead of winter to take a
Yeah.
shit no more.
Yeah, but you got a nigga down there when had them castles. You got 7 niggas in the basement scooping that shit. That ain't a fun job. You know, I'm glad y'all got these toilets. I'd rather you had one outside. If you think about it, I'd rather you went outside because now y'all done hired me to scoop shit.
Oh well, I mean, well, okay, well, I mean, but they've had like functional sewage systems for hundreds of years,
Yeah,
so
but
I
that was
can't
after
imagine.
that was after the first invention of the toilet. Then they started inventing the because they started getting sick and shit. So we had to do something. But that period where we just threw these toys up in here, and we had niggas in the basement, and everybody was getting sick.
Just
What's that
imagine.
medieval time? That medieval time
Oh,
was a bitch.
niggas living in one house, one room, like the whole
That was a
family.
bitch. Yeah.
Y'all
So
sleeping
that
on the
time was a bitch.
floor, and you just imagine like your mama got to take a shit. She go, you just watch it, and the whole family watching.
Everybody watching to take one. and blowing that bitch up too.
Oh my god.
So
Oh, that's
she
like,
done ate something rotten. You know what I'm saying? That
oh
motherfucker,
my
that food been sitting out
god.
for a little bit.
Oh
So
my god. That's
that motherfucker funky. She get up. She get up. She don't even. I don't even think they had tissue then, so I don't know what the fuck they wiped. She just shook her little ass and got the fuck off that bitch, and went right up in there.
oh
And my daddy nasty ass, he went right on ahead and hit that shit.
oh god.
He
All
went right
type
on
of
ahead and
shit
did his
particles
thing.
everywhere.
Yeah. So
Oh my god. And
wicked,
not
man.
everybody lived near like a river or some shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh my god. You
Man,
got
that shit's crazy.
man the
I guess if you had like money or something like that, you probably have better option. But if you was like, I guess what they would consider middle class and they poor people and stuff, you was out back.
oh, can you imagine how nasty the horsebacks was when they
Yeah,
first started riding horses?
man. I know them horses was
Oh,
mad as fuck. 'Cause they got
just
a damn street right on their back, right on that motherfucker,
like
long ass street.
the horses talking to each other. Here come her fat shitty ass
Yeah.
again.
Oh, here she come. They ready to throw that bitch right off her. Here she come. Funky ass. Smelled her at the
Oh my
goddamn gate.
god.
Smelled her at the gate.
Oh my
Funky.
god, it's so stupid, man.
Funky. I can smell it.
Oh,
I think them times was wicked though, man. Like,
my goodness.
yeah, they
Yeah,
had some
bro.
shit going on with them.
Oh man, it's just a whole bunch of shit, man. Like whoever invented toilet paper though, man, salute to you.
Yeah,
Like that
congratulations.
was
Appreciate
definitely
you.
a crucial aspect of mankind's
You
existence.
imagine just you gotta, and then when they started getting more, they got like little rags. You gotta wipe your ass, rinse the rag off, wipe
Oh, people
again.
doing that again now though. They
What?
yes, they reusable toilet paper. It's like it's
That's
a
like
roll of
nasty.
toilet paper with little pieces of with little towels stuck to each other.
Mm,
And they got like a little basket that they put the used one in so they could wash it, and it sits in the bathroom.
hell no, ain't no way.
Yeah, man, I've seen that. And the lady tried to make that shit seem like an exquisite experience, and like it wasn't that bad, and all this other like,
Somebody got to clean that out. That's all. Like whose job is it to clean? Like if your day is like bathroom day, do you got to clean that shit out? Like that's what I want.
well, apparently it didn't go over well in her household because I think she was the only one doing it. Her husband was like, "No, I'm using toilet paper."
Yeah, what? Cause I'm not digging
Yeah.
back in there to pick that up and have to clean it out. I'm
Oh
straight.
my good. But now you got the whole second floor stinking at
Man,
all
listen,
times.
right? You catch me on one of them bad nights. I didn't had too many tacos or something.
Oh my
I,
god.
I had to stop at Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Oh, that's
I ain't really
horrible.
no big. I ain't big on fast food all the time. I usually cook, but the day I got to go get some fast food and it be Taco Bell, hey, watch
Oh
out,
goodness.
watch
All right.
out.
Oh shit, that's dope. All right, man. I guess she ain't calling back up. I don't know what happened. I hope she good. Uh, but what was I about to say? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Somebody DM me about an interview and shit. Yo, I did get a chance to chop it up with Big Gip today.
Okay,
That's pretty fucking dope, man.
hey man, that shit was fun. I had a lot of fun with them dudes, man.
Yeah,
Like,
dope dudes, man. Like, did
yeah,
you enjoy it? You want back?
yeah, man. I would do it again. Crazy thing about it though, look, so I ain't tell them or whatever. I had a little glitch with my so I had made a profile or like a crate with like all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I'm just spin this shit, I'll be good. Man, I had closed the program out before I left, but my program had like kind of like froze. So I had like force quit it. I opened it back up. Everything still looked like it was the same. Closed it out correctly. You know, got all my other shit off. Shut the computer down. Get there, plug in, and all that shit is not there no more. So I
Oh,
basically freestyle all that shit. I was like,
wow.
fuck. So luckily I got there a little bit ahead of time. And when dude was when he was as he was DJing, I was just like, I'm just throwing random shit in the crate, like, fuck it, like kind of stuff I kind of knew. I already had it like pre-queued,
Yeah.
all that shit. throw it
Yeah.
in the crate, and then I was like, I'm just DJ from this bitch, and hope everything go right. So
Shit, I'm
I was
glad it
like,
did, bro. I'm glad you
yeah,
enjoyed yourself. That shit looking dope too. But
yeah,
shit, let me go ahead and wrap it up, bro, and get up out of here.
for sure.
It's about to be peak old man hours.
I already know.
Yeah, yeah. My eyelids is already talking to me, bro. What we doing here? It's nine
Right.
o'clock.
It's 9
You
o'clock, man.
late.
You know what's up. You know what's up. We can go to sleep right now.
On that note, man, appreciate you for stopping by. Shout out to Bree, Chill. I hope you find your voice somewhere out there.
Right.
I'm sure you will, man. Keep hope alive.
Peace.
On that note, we out. Peace.
We out.